There's been a murder. Hi, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. Today, we're talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is A Haunting in Venice. What's up, Luke, my boy? We are here to talk about a movie. So you're hearing that movie is A Haunting in Venice. A Haunting in Venice is directed by Kenneth Branagh. This is the third film in this sort of anthology film series based on the work of Agatha Christie, particularly the famed detective Hercule Poirot, following Murder on the Orient Express from 2017 and Death on the Nile from last year. This is the third film. So what is A Haunting in Venice about? Well, it also stars Kenneth Branagh. This is an adaptation of a lesser-known a novel by Agatha Christie called Halloween Party, and it's spelled just like that with like a dash on it. So what's it about? Well, where we meet Hercule Poirot is 1947, and he is living in Venice. Since the events of Death on the Nile, he's basically retired. He's not sleuthing anymore, and he's biding his time, hanging out with his bodyguard, and being delivered by gondola his delicious pastries and cakes that he loves so very much. When he is met by an Agatha Christie-esque American author friend of his, played by Tina Fey, she invites him to a Halloween party where they are to perform a seance to basically prove and or disprove of the supernatural and psychic powers of one Miss Reynolds, played by Michelle Yeoh, recently Best Actress winner for Everything Everywhere All at Once, as well as just being a fine actress all around. The soul in question. Oh, well, we'll get there, Luke. Don't jump the gun there, buddy. They are trying to contact Alicia, who is a young girl who seemingly took her own life off of the balcony into the flooded canals of Venice. View drew right on cue. Is it going, buddy? On behalf of her mother, played by Kelly Riley, Yellowstone alum Kelly Riley. Also in the mix are a brother and sister pair, the sister of which is played by Emma Laird, the seemingly secretive former fiance of the deceased, played by Kyle Allen, as well as a doctor suffering from PTSD, played by Jamie Dornan, and his young son, who seems very inquisitive and different from most boys, played by Jude Hill, as well as the sort of very, very religious assistant, played by Camille Cotton. So really terrific cast once again. And they are, as well as Poirot's bodyguard. They are all now in this house. Something goes wrong. The seance seemingly pays off. Hercule Poirot starts seeing things he can't explain, and then wouldn't you know it, someone ends up dead. And one of the people who is left alive is the killer. Can Hercule Poirot solve the case, or are supernatural events actually trying to interfere somehow? Yeah. Or are supernatural events really interfering somehow? It will be a test that even the great Hercule Poirot has not faced before. Let the mystery begin. So, A Haunting in Venice is, I don't feel the need to tiptoe through the tulips on this one. This is the best of the three films by a wide margin. For those who don't know, Murder on the Orient Express, I saw a good few years before we started doing this, and I enjoyed it fine. I will say this, I do feel the need to revisit it at some point, just because my theater experience was kind of horrible. I saw it as like a family, as a like birthday outing. My mother and I went for my birthday, and we both enjoyed it, but it was made worse by the people behind us. And then last year's Death on the Nile, I actually liked quite a bit more than Murder on the Orient Express. We saw it last year. There's a review for it. It is in the 2022 playlist. I liked it a lot, and this was also following the sort of streak. This was the second in sort of a streak that Branagh's been on, starting with Belfast, which is probably my favorite film of his, which came after Artemis Fowl, which was the lowest of the low for him. I liked both those films progressively more, and with A Haunting in Venice, I found that I like these Poirot movies a little bit more than the last each time. I loved this movie. I thought this was fantastic. This is by far the best in the series so far. It is horror-ish. I won't go so far as to say that it is a straight-up horror mystery. There's sprinklings of horror here. For those going in expecting it to be a full-on supernatural horror film, you're not going to get that. It is very much a Hercule Poirot mystery. The trailers are a little misleading. If you go in thinking this is going to be a really full-blown horror film, it's not that. But this is Halloween themed, kind of early, but I like the fact that this is a genuine Halloween film. And Branagh is great as this character. I love watching him figure things out. I'm a sucker for a good whodunit anyway. I love murder mystery movies. One of my favorite shows right now is Only Murders in the Building, like the Knives Out movie. So, like, this is my bread and butter, Poker Face. I love this sort of figuring stuff out and putting the clues together kind of movies. And what I love about this series in particular is it has an old-fashioned class to it, but with a new-fashioned feel, which is very on brand for Branagh with his Shakespeare films, and he's done the same with Christie. I love this film. I think it is really well done. It actually has genuine surprises, especially since this is the first film adaptation of this particular book. The other two films, there were previous film adaptations. This is the first one where there were some TV adaptations, but overall, the Halloween Party novel, this is the first adaptation. And so there are surprises where you think something's too obvious, and then it circles back around, and there's twists inside of twists, and it's building the better mousetrap, if you will. And to quote another Christie work, and I just really dug this movie. I loved the characters. I thought it was really great. Particularly standouts, I would say, are Jamie Dornan as this sort of doctor who is sort of wounded by the war, and is sort of dealing with the throes of post-traumatic stress disorder before that was even a term in our history, which is he handles with very great sensitivity. Yeah, it turns out Jamie Dornan has proven now, time and time again now, post 50 Shades, that he really is a great actor, and he's great here. I also really, though, and this is one that's gotten a bit of a mixed reaction, I really liked Tina Fey in this. I thought she was really good, playing sort of against her usual character, as this sort of Agatha Christie-esque sort of mental match, in a way, for Poirot, who's kind of on her game and kind of keeps pace with him. I liked their banter. I liked their interactions. And I liked how you're not quite sure what her deal is. Even if she wasn't the one who done it, you don't know quite how much control she has over the situation. This is a really, really terrific third installment. Am I going to go plus with it? Not exactly. But not really for any major reason, just because I just don't, it doesn't give me that deeper emotional oomph that requires or even visceral oomph. But the filmmaking is great. I always think Branagh is sort of undervalued as a visual filmmaker. Even in his worst movie, Artemis Fowl, it wasn't a badly made film necessarily. Okay, it was badly made, but like the look of it was not terrible. Was the only one of the few okay things you could say about it. He's a great visual filmmaker, and I think that this movie and Belfast and Death on the Nile prove that Kenneth Branagh is on a winning streak, and I really genuinely cannot wait to see what he does next, and I really hope it's a fourth one of these, because I really like this series. I'm liking it more and more with each new installment. Guys, and that's going to be where we close it. I'm going to give A Haunting in Venice Yeah, you see it. Bang, 5 out of 5 stars. This is really that good. It's not a plus for me. It's not going to be on the top 25 or anything. But this was genuinely like. I think I gave the second film 4.5. I gave the first one 4. This is a little bit better, so it's a 5. This was really great. It's fantastic. I hope they make another. All right, 5 out of 5 stars for A Haunting in Venice. Let's go to the book on it. Trailer trash. Let's talk some trailer trash real quick. Let's see here. Saw X, talked about it looks good. Poor Things, talked about it looks good. The Marvels, talked about it looks good. Wonka, talked about it looks good. Napoleon, talked about it looks good. Killers of the Flower Moon, talked about it looks good. And The Creator, talked about it looks good. Was there shawarma? The last scene leads into the first half of the credits. Otherwise, no, there is not an additional scene. Yeah, that's it. All right. That is it. We will be back tomorrow for back-to-back reviews of Outlaw Johnny Black, the spiritual sequel to one of my favorite comedies, Black Dynamite, which is now set in the Old West, starring and directed by Michael Jai White. We will also have a review of the action comedy The Retirement Plan, starring Nicolas Cage. Saturday, we'll have also back-to-back reviews of the animated film The Creator, which features the voice of Stephen Fry, and the faith-based comedy Camp Hideout, starring Corbin Bleu and Christopher Lloyd. So those are all coming up. And that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Other video class is missed to 50,000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. And that's what you're supposed to do. We're so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's Hey Grant, I like waffles. It really helps out. Sorry. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, listen to other fun stuff, you can check me out on letterboxd.com at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Twitter, I'm at Raised Grant. You can find me on Facebook, Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Instagram and Threads at Raised on Popcorn with Grant. Serialize, I'm all one word, lowercase, Raised on Popcorn. Check out my podcast, Raised on Popcorn with Grant, the podcast on Spotify and Anchor. Some of you already have, but even if you haven't, take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. I want to know down below, what did you think of A Haunting in Venice? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Do you think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below, let me know. And until we meet again, we're all Raised on Popcorn. Make my extra butter. Catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.